Ooh. Roar! Did I scare you? I hope I did. Anyways, so you wanna be a VTuber, huh? Well, you come to the right place, my dude. Alright, today I'm going to teach you how to become a very successful VTuber. Also, I'm going to teach y'all how to turn your VTubing hobby into a VTuber career. Hold up! Before the video starts, if you need more information on how to add your VTuber to a program or how to install OBS, please be sure to read the More VTuber Information document in the video description. Anyways, back to the tutorial. Let's get started, shall we? How to design your VTuber reference sheet. Having a VTuber design is very important when it comes to starting your VTubing career. You need to know what the hell you gonna look like before you even get on that stage. So here's a couple of ways of how you can design your VTuber. You can draw your VTuber design digitally or traditionally. Traditionally, you could use a paper, pen, and pencils. Hell, you can even use crayons if you want to. For digital, you can use these programs right here. Here's a list of programs you can use to draw your art. If you're having trouble drawing or envisioning how your VTuber should look like, you can always commission an artist to do it for you. Make sure you get a collection of what aesthetics you want, how your VTuber should look like, and what things you like and dislike. Make sure you give a really well-detailed description of how your VTuber should look, and then tell the commissioner how it should be. Let's say you want your reference sheet to have a certain type of outfit. What you would do is take a picture of the outfit that you want, then take some aesthetics that you like, and then ask the artist if they can combine these things into their own unique way. Make sure that you give very specific details on how you want your VTuber to look. Another way of getting a good VTuber design is by using a dress-up game. I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. So dress-up games are a good way of making your VTuber design. I like using Picrew and also Caracat for some of my VTuber designs. Like, in case I get a little bit of art block, these two websites are lifesavers, dude. If you need some ideas for your design, I would highly suggest going to Picrew or Caracat.me. Those two dress-up games are amazing. Here's a list of dress-up games for you to use to help with your VTuber design ideas. You can also use these for PNG tubers. Also, this is very important, please read the terms of service on every Picrew maker that you use. Some Picrew makers do not want their stuff to become a VTuber. One time I saw a PNG tuber who didn't read the terms of service on a Picrew maker, and they ended up having to shut down and change their model entirely, so yeah. If you're going to become a PNG tuber and use these dress-up game models as your VTuber avatar, make sure you read the terms of service and make sure that everything is okay for you to use. Also, always remember, please give credit to your artist. Give credits to your model maker, give credit to the people that made the assets. Always give credit to the artist. Giving credit to the artist is really important. If you don't give credit to the artist, you're gonna look like a meanie pants. And you don't want to be a meanie pants now, do ya? Another way of making your VTuber reference is by using photo manipulation. This is where you mash up a bunch of pictures into making something that you want. For example, I turned this picture into this picture. Yeah, you didn't know that my original X1 Daring was photo manipulation, huh? So yeah, by using photo manipulation, not only was I able to create my X1 Daring character, but I was also able to make a bunch of outfits for her as well. So by using this method, you could also create your VTuber by doing this too. Here's a big tip also, when making your VTuber design, try to avoid any copyright assets as much as possible. That way you won't have any copyright issues when it comes to your merchandise and other various things with your VTubing business. Okay, so now that you got your VTuber design ready, it's time to get your VTuber model. There's different methods on how to get your VTuber model. You can make the model yourself by using a bunch of art programs and putting it into the Live 2D software, or you could commission it. You can also buy a pre-made VTuber and customize it in the VTube Studio app. Alright, so here's the list of pre-made VTubers that you can buy and customize. And here's the list of VTubers that you can download for free and also customize. Very cool. If you want a 3D model but you want some pre-made that you can customize, you can also use Custom Cast 3D. All you have to do is just chroma key the background and put your character on the screen and you're pretty much good to go. Alright, you got your VTuber model, but it still doesn't look one-to-one with your reference sheet. If this is the case, then you're going to have to commission it. Here's a list of websites that you can find a good artist on. Make sure you search for the terms VTuber Commission, VTuber Model Commission, Live2D Commission, or VTuber Art Commission to find the best results. When commissioning an artist, make sure you have your reference ready and make sure you tell them very important details on how you want your VTuber to look, how you want your VTuber to move, and how you want your VTuber's expression to look like. The best thing to do is to have a reference sheet of your expressions, a reference sheet of your outfit, and a reference sheet of how you want your assets to look like. Hey, I forgot to mention also, you can also use this method by using text and Google Images instead of using a reference. But it's highly recommended that you use the reference sheet method, just so that way you don't have to struggle with revisions later down the road. Trust me, getting revisions of your VTuber can be a pain in the butt sometimes, so make sure you have the reference sheets. Before you go commissioning any artist, make sure you look at their profile very carefully and closely. So here's some good examples of what you want in a good artist. A good profile picture and portfolio pictures that show all their work from the past and present. They are well-known artists and have good ratings on their page. They have patience, kindness, and good understanding when it comes to talking to customers. So if you find an artist with these qualities, congratulations, now you're ready to commission the artist. Hey, I forgot to mention one more thing also. Make sure the person that you are commissioning have their commissions opened, because if their commissions are closed, you ain't getting nothing. Again, make sure you give complete and full details on what you want to commission. Alright, so we talked about the good artist. Now let's talk about the bad artist. So here's some things that you want to completely avoid when you see an artist. Or should I say, a scam artist. If you see a profile but it has no profile pictures. If you see a profile with no pictures whatsoever. If you see bad ratings or they're unknown. Like if the person got bad reviews and they're unknown, don't even mess with them. If they steal other pictures or use AI art as their quote-unquote portfolio or examples, don't even mess with them. If they send you a direct message first, instead of you sending them something, don't do it. If they use weird payment methods, if they don't use Cash App or PayPal, no, just no, don't do it. And finally, if they have a bad attitude, are very impatient, and want your money right away before you even ask them what you want, no, just no. Long story short, if you see all of these in an artist, do not commission them. They are a scammer and they trying to steal your money. Now this is really important. Whatever you freaking do not scam your artist. If you get blacklisted by an artist because you scam them, other artists are gonna know and they'll never work for you again. So yeah, don't scam your artist. Never scam anybody. Scamming is bad. Enough said. Anyways, now that you got your VTuber model ready, it's time for the stream assets. How to get stream assets. Again, you can always commission these, you can buy them pre-made, or you can get them for free. You can also even make them. Isn't that amazing? Here is a list of good websites that you can find VTuber assets on. This includes overlays, props, and more. Alright, now that you got your props, assets, and VTuber model ready, it's time for you to make content. How to make live streams or content. Alright, so you got your VTuber model and everything ready. You need to get the programs for it. If you have a live 2D model, you can use the following programs, such as VTube Studio, PRPR Live, or FaceRig. If you have a 3D model, you can use the following programs: VMagic Mirror, Wowdoodle, VirtualCast, or FaceRig. If you're a PNG tuber, you can use these programs: VideoTube and PNG Tuber Plus. Optional interactive VTuber programs. Now these are optional. This just makes the experience of live streaming more interactive for your audience. Here's a list of interactive VTuber programs. Use OBS for live streaming. OBS is great for live streaming. You can set up your scenes, you can record things, etc. It's really good. I use OBS all the dang time. In fact, I'm using OBS right now. Alright, for editing programs, you can use Sony Vegas, CapCut, or some other type of editing programs. Here's a list of editing programs you can use for your VTuber. Making video thumbnails. When it comes to making video thumbnails for your content, you can make it in any art program you want. You can also commission an artist to make your thumbnails if you want to. Also, this is really important. Do not copy anyone else's content. There are tons of idea generators that you can use to help inspire you to create your own unique video idea. Or you can get inspired by somebody's idea and twist it into your own little idea. You know Mr. Ludwig's grab and twist method? Yeah, basically you can use Ludwig's grab and twist method to be creative and make your own content. But whatever you do, do not copy others' content line for line, color for color, and word for word, because people gon' know if you stole some shit. You know how the old saying goes, the crazy cat gets the bat, but the copycat gets its tail whacked. Basically, don't copy anybody, and you'll stay out of trouble. Alrighty, so this is the part of the video where it gets good. We're gonna turn your VTubing hobby into a VTubing career. Are you ready? Here we go. There's two methods when it comes to receiving donations. There is method A, which is PayPal, and method B, which is Cash App. I'm gonna tell you the pros and cons of these two methods. Alright, method A, PayPal. So here are the pros of PayPal. It's compatible with YouTube Super Chat and VTuber donation programs. So if you have Twitch integrated throwing system, you can get items thrown at you by somebody giving you money. That's pretty cool. Now here are the cons. If you have creeps or scammers, they can abuse the refund system, and PayPal can refuse to give you your money or freeze your account at any time. Some VTubers don't have any problems with the PayPal method, while other VTubers end up getting their accounts completely nuked. So you gotta be really careful when it comes to this method. Alright, so here are the pros of Cash App. With Cash App, the money goes right into your account and scammers can't abuse refunds. It's easy to set up and it's simple to use. You also have the option to accept a payment or deny a payment. This comes in really handy to avoid creeps from donating to your channel. Alright, now here are the cons of Cash App. It's not compatible with YouTube Super Chat or the VTubing programs. So if you have Twitch integrated throwing system and someone donates you money, nothing's gonna happen. Also, you'll need to post the Cash App link so people know where to donate. I put my Cash App link on my stream layout right here so people know where to donate. It does get a bit cluttered on the screen, but it gets the job done. Alright, so you got your donation set up, either by using Super Chats or Cash App. Now, all you gotta do is to advertise yourself. How to advertise your VTuber. Advertising is key when it comes to being seen in the VTubing world. Here's a good list of websites to advertise on. Here's some different advertising methods as well. You can use business cards, flyers, or online website advertising. You can hand out flyers and business cards to those who are interested in anime and VTubing. I recommend using the business cards and flyer methods in areas that have anime in it, such as anime conventions, anime-themed malls or shops, etc. When it comes to online website advertising, you can also buy banner ads. These banner ads that show up on the sites of websites can be used for ad space for your VTuber. Make sure you read the terms of service of how to buy the advertisement. Sometimes buying an ad on a website can be really cheap, while other times it can be really expensive. Again, read those terms and conditions before you buy. If you play your cards right, you could get your VTuber advertised almost everywhere. If you don't have a lot of cash to advertise on websites, however, you can also advertise in different website groups. For example, you can advertise in VTuber Reddits, you can advertise in VTuber Facebook groups, etc. The more you advertise yourself into groups that involve VTubers, the more you'll be able to be seen. Do not advertise in places you're not supposed to, like other people's streams, or forums that are off topic and have nothing to do with VTubing or anime. Do not stick your advertisements on cars or places you aren't supposed to. It could cause damage and make people not want to watch your content. And also, you could get in some serious trouble for that. Also, this is really important. When doing the business card and flyer method, do not advertise in dangerous places. If you live in a dangerous area, it's best to just advertise online instead. Do not spam your advertisements. If you spam your advertisements in places you're not supposed to, more than likely, nobody's gonna want to watch your content. So always make sure that you put your advertisements in the right places. Alright, so this is the big money maker for your VTubing career. Are you ready to hear it? Cause here it is. How to get merchandise. Now, this is a very important tip. Wait until you at least get 1,000 to 5,000 subscribers. It's very important for people to know who you are before you make your merchandise. Make sure a lot of people know who you are and what you are, so that way you have a better chance of selling your merchandise. Remember, the bigger the crowd, the more the merch sells. Alright, so now that you got a good audience, it's time for you to make your design. When it comes to making your merchandise designs, you can either use any art program of your choice, or commission an artist to make your design. Now there are two methods when it comes to commissioning your merchandise designs. Method A. You commission the artist makes the design, you own the rights to the design, you put the design on your merchandise, and you get 100% of the profit. And then there's method B. You commission the artist makes the design, but you and the artist own the rights to the design. You put that art on the merchandise, and then you and the artist get 50% of the profits. So method A, you get 100% of the money, or method B, you get 50% of the money. Whichever method you choose is up to you and the artist. Now this is a big tip. Make sure you let the artist know that the design is going to be specifically made for your VTuber merch. If you don't let them know and they're an artist that is a method B type of artist, then yeah, you're gonna end up getting in some big trouble, buddy. So yeah, always talk with your artist, make sure you communicate with them and see if you can get 100% of the profit, or you need to split the profit 50-50 when it comes to the design. Make sure you communicate with your artist so you know what you can and can't do with your merchandise design. The best thing to do is to have at least 3 to 4 designs for your merchandise. This includes hoodies, t-shirts, etc. It's nice to start off with one merch design for your store, but if you want more variety and more people buying your stuff, you most likely have to have 3 to 4 designs at minimum. That way, more people will be more excited to buy your merch. You gotta remember, the more variety you have, the more likely more people are gonna buy your merch. Find a good company to work with that helps with your products and your shipping. You can ship the products yourself or find a company that ships the products for you. Make sure they're a good product company to work with. And whatever you do, do not work with a company that has a bad reputation. There was a big corporate company that tried to sell VTuber merchandise but did the worst things possible, and let's just say it did not end for them well. All of their products ended up getting damaged, messed up, and downright destroyed. And some of their items got completely lost entirely. So always remember to find a good, reliable company to help you out with your VTuber merch. Here is a list of companies that can help you with your VTuber merch. And finally, this is the biggest step for your VTuber merch. Make a website or use a pre-made website. Using a website or making a pre-made website for your merch will help you get more sales. For example, this is my merch website. and this is a pre-made merch website. Depending on which method you use, you can either make your own website with your own coding, or you can use a pre-made website. The choice is yours when it comes to making your own website. And remember, make sure you advertise. And that's about it. Hope this video tutorial teaches you how to become a successful and amazing VTuber. Anyways, thank you guys so much for your love and support. Thank you guys so much for donating to my Cash App. Thank you guys so much for following me on Twitter. And thank you guys so very much for subscribing to me on YouTube. I love you all, my extreme darling darings, and you guys are the absolute best. Also, if you want to get some amazing merch, please be sure to go to x1daring.com. And as always, stay strong, never give up, and, I don't know, do what you do. Love you all, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!